All right, so you showed me how to make sure that a rule only applies to base level elements, and I wasn't happy with what was going on in my price on the consolidated level.
Right.
So how do I go about fixing my price?
Okay. So we have the 64,000 right now consolidated, and the system is okay, technical is okay, but we don't like it, right? So we want to have something else there. What makes sense now in our situation, we have now a nice sales value consolidated here, and we have a quantity. So what we can calculate is the average price of the sold items.
That would be great.
Yeah, so on a high level, it should be price equals sales divided by quantity. But this is a new rule. So we cannot use the rule we have currently. So the current rule is good. We don't touch it right now. So we have to go back to our list of rules.
And now we see also that syntax there again. Yeah.
So it's highlighting here. It's highlighted a little bit, not completely, so you can resize. But if the rule is a little bit too long for this little column, you see always the rule here also in the lower area. And we are going to add a new rule. And actually, we can start as we learned in the previous lesson, right? So
and that was control space.
Correct. Control space, sales measure.
Got to select my dimension, and then I can find the element I need.
Correct. And there we go. And we select the price. So here we price. And we mentioned this. Price is sales divided by quantity. So we need our sales measure dimension, and we need the element sales. There we go. And now divide by, you remember the brackets?
Yeah, the brackets and then the single quotation,
correct.
Or I guess apostrophes.
And again, the sales measure dimension, and the element is quantity. To be sure that everything is correct, we're going to refresh our building blocks here, and everything looks fine. We're going to save this. Let's take a look. F9. Oh! Do you think we destroyed the database? No.
No, not the database, but I guess it was same issue as before, not applying it to the right sort of element. I only wanted it at the consolidated level.
Exactly. So what we did now, we set calculate. Also on a high level base, I can highlight this here. So we set price equals sales divided by quantity.
That was our first rule, yeah.
Correct. And this is the rule here.
Yeah.
Sorry. So we have the rule, and it's applied to base and consolidated level. So unfortunately, the part of our new rule, sales, so one part we want to use for our calculation, actually is calculated by price already. So in the previous rule. So we have a circular reference.
Yeah.
So one piece is used by the other. So it's not really working in this case. The system is still running. Yeah. So it's just a display issue here. So the data is not damaged. Everything is fine. The only thing we have to fix now is to tell the system. So this calculation, so the sales divided by quantity, we want to have it only on consolidated, where the other rule was only available on base. Correct. Yeah. So just go here. We say on consolidated only. We are going to save this. We refresh this here, and there we are.
That looks better.
Right. So we have the first rule. Sales equals quantity times price only on B, on the base level. And the second rule is running here on the consolidated level, where price equals sales divided by quantity.
All right. Bit to wrap your head around, but yeah, it's nice. And also, I like that you can refresh to double check everything in the rule editor.
Very important.
All right.
In the next lesson, we want to do a budget calculation for only for budget calculation differently than the actual.
Sounds interesting.
Okay.